If your background's in the world of coffee, you probably think that this is an Americano. If your background's in the world of cocktails, you probably think that this is an Americano. Today, we're gonna mash these two amazing drinks together, create a delicious aperitif-style coffee cocktail, which changes over time. It's a really delicious drink, and it's called the Americano Squared. All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, I'm joined by my good friend, the legend that is, the Schweppes Prestige Ambassador, Josh Linfitt. What are you drinking?
Dan, I'm drinking an Americano.
Are you now?
I mean,
am I drinking Americano?
This to me is an Americano.
Which is?
Well, in here, we've got a bittersweet aperitif, such as Campari, 40ml. So one part sweet vermouth. And again, in this case, it's discarded Cascara vermouth, which has some kind of connections to coffee. And Schweppes soda water, it's 4 parts. So nice, big, effervescent style, aperitif style drink. That is an Americano. What are you drinking?
In the world of coffee, this is an Americano. We could maybe meet in the middle and call this a cafe Americano if you want.
Okay.
So essentially what we've got here is double espresso, hot water, combined, brought down in intensity a little bit with the dilution from the water, takes the edge off the espresso. And a lot of people love to drink these. I prefer espresso, truth be told.
Yeah.
But this, frozen down into ice cubes, is a fantastic way to slowly introduce coffee into cocktails. And I think the aperitif style kind of flavors of that, the fruit forward coffee we've chosen in here, is gonna make a delicious drink. And if we've got an Americano, we've got an Americano. Multiply them together, we have Americano Squared. So, should we make it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds tasty. All right, so for our Americano Squared, really important thing here is things need to be cold, right?
Definitely.
So I'm gonna get the glass from the freezer. Tell me what you're gonna do.
So with things being cold, when we're saying cold, ice cold. So really good quality ice, a chilled glass, and your mixer, in this case Schweppes soda water, needs to be cold. The colder it is, the longer the ice stays ice, the less dilution in the drink, the more fizz.
And we've got plenty of ice in here. So this is our coffee ice. As you can see, we've got plenty in here. We'll probably add one more cube later. But the nice thing about this is it's gonna slowly dilute into the drink, giving it that kind of introduction of coffee flavor which develops over time. So this is gonna be our base. We're gonna build it straight in the glass. What we're gonna put in?
In this one, we're gonna put 1 part, 40ml of Campari, 1 part of the sweet vermouth, in this case discarded Cascara vermouth, to 4 parts of Schweppes soda water, chilled Schweppes soda water. And we're gonna garnish that off with a little orange disc. This is gonna bring really nice aromatics of orange that work incredibly well with both coffee, but also both the 2 ingredients, and that carbonation effervescence is just gonna release incredible aromas of orange as well.
I find this a really fascinating style of drinks, kind of family of drinks. So going back to those 2 core ingredients at the base of the drink, Campari and vermouth. These are the constituent parts of a drink called a Milano Torino. Campari coming from Milan, a lot of vermouths coming from Turin. Milano Torino is the combination of the 2. And then this, the Americano, is kind of an elongated version. If you take the Milano Torino and rather than add in soda water, you add gin. Obviously we have a Negroni. There are countless riffs on this. We've got the Boulevardier, which has bourbon or rye at the base. We've got the right hand, the left hand, the Old Pal. There are so many of which I've explored on the channel, which I'll link at the end. But this is gonna be the Americano Squared. We've got some really nice bubbles in there. We've got a little bit of dilution from the sparkling water, but plenty of ice to avoid over dilution, as we were talking about. So there's our base. The coffee is kind of a new flavor. The coffee in here is a wash process Colombian coffee. Got really nice vibrancy, acidity, citrus, which I think is really important in here. The orange ties it all together. The coffee develops over time, and the fizz just holds it for that really nice texture. So this is a really simple drink, a very simple template. We can riff on this pretty much infinitely, right?
Yeah.
Where would you take this?
So, I mean, there's loads of different ways. If you were looking at, for instance, the bittersweet aperitif here, you could use something like Aperol to bring out more rhubarby notes, not as bitter or in your face. Definitely with vermouth as well. There's lots of vermouths on the market, and we really do recommend trying lots of different variations because you might find something that you really, really like. For me, I think this is delicious. It brings out really nice, kind of almost like berry-style cherry notes.
It's got almost like a dried fruit, almost Pedro Jimenez-y kind of flavor going on. And because the coffee is obviously roasted coffee, it's got some kind of caramelized notes in there. Ties together with the fruit notes. This whole drink is very harmonious, but it's not one experience. And the nice thing about this is take a sip, leave it for maybe 30 seconds, take another sip, wait another 30 seconds, take another sip, and each sip will have more coffee flavor coming through.
And just to finish the drink off there, we're just taking a bit of the orange zest, we've cut it into a really nice disc, just using our little jigger here, a little measurer, simple push it down on top there, and just express the oils over the top of the drink. Again, beautiful aromatics. And just pop that on top, and that is our Americano squared finished.
So we've only made one drink, so we can't cheers each other, but we can drink straws. Cheers. Enjoy.
That's delicious.
Tell me more.
The coffee really does come through, and as Dan said, as those ice cubes do melt, it's going to evolve as well. One of the big things that I do love about this drink as well is the innovation behind it. By having those ice cubes and it evolving over time, that carbonation definitely helps bring those flavours out. So you're starting off with this really light aperitif style, slightly bittersweet flavour. And then towards the end of the drink, you have this rich chocolatey coffee style drink. It's an absolute banger.
Yeah, it's very moody, but it's also fresh at the same time.
Yeah.
I think the Americano is crisp, perfect for before dinner. This has got a bit more kind of mood, character. It's a bit more going on in there.
Bit more going
Quite
on,
different.
more complex.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that drink.
Yeah, it's delicious. I'm loving this, by the way.
Yeah, carry on. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Josh is a legend. He's walked off with the cocktail. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll put the link to do that here. If you want to learn more about what Josh and the Schweppes team are up to, follow the links in the description below. I'll put some more videos which are in this style for you to watch here, and I hope you have a great day. I don't have a drink to say cheers with anymore. He's taken it. So, cheers.
Cheers.